may be wondering, what the heck am I gonna do with some Carolina Reapers, right? So I don't even grow these. A family friend gave me, I don't know, a sandwich bag with a few of these in them, with some ghost peppers as well. I have actually used a couple of these before in some of my hot sauces. And when I say a couple, I mean literally maybe like 2 in the entire batch of hot sauce, and it kicked it up a good bit. So you may wonder, well, what the heck are you gonna do with the hottest pepper in the world, right? So some things you can do with super hot peppers, even if you're not really a big spicy person, is you can make pepper jam, right? So I'm going to be making some strawberry Reaper jam today. And we're going to use a couple of these Reapers, not a whole lot, right? We'll do maybe 3 or 4 in the whole batch, and that should heat it up just plenty, right? So if you just have some that someone gave you and you don't know what to do with it, one thing to think about is, you know, pepper jam, right? So strawberries and Reapers to me seem like they would go together. Nice, pretty, you know, pair there. Hear that? Let's see. This one's really dark. It almost looks like a strawberry. No, I'm not gonna bite into that. All right. So I am not gonna be eating these like a crazy person on YouTube, just taking one bite. Right? No, not gonna be doing that. But the thing is, we're going to use what we have. We're thankful that people gave them to us. Thank you for giving them to us. And yeah, we'll just see what happens, right? Hopefully it turns out good. I'll let you know. All right, so I got some Carolina Reapers here. Hottest pepper in the world, basically. A friend gifted these to me. I don't actually grow these, but I might save some seeds from these for next year. Also got a couple of ghost peppers here. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to use all these in the jam, but we'll see. I got quite a few strawberries here. I'm not going to go through the whole recipe here, but I'll kind of put some in the show notes if you're interested. But so let's get these. I'm going to get these kind of cut up and dealt with, and then we'll just talk about it as I go. Be doing a 1/4 cup of lemon juice in here. And we're going to get this mashed up. I'm just going to be using a potato masher. I don't have to get too crazy with it, but just kind of mash them up a little smaller pieces. When they boil and everything, they'll soften up and all that good stuff anyhow. Alright, so we got it pretty well mashed up here. Alright. Depends on how much you want it mashed. I mean, some people may just throw it in a food processor. I kind of like some of these bigger chunks in my strawberry jam. I don't know about you guys. But, anyhow, that's pretty good there. So the next thing is add in a box of this pectin here. Some people make strawberry jam without the pectin. I already have pectin here, so I figure why not. I'll throw it in there and see if it'll maybe help it gel up a little bit. So I have 4 pounds of strawberries in here, and then I'm doing 1 pack of this pectin. And we're gonna mix that all in there as best as we can. It's really simple, guys, honestly. Not really much to making jam. Sounds like, you know, like it might be kind of hard to do, but honestly, there's not a whole lot to it. It's just time and effort. Anything else. Get that mix really well. All right, and we're gonna add in our peppers here too. But before I start messing with those peppers, I'm gonna grab some gloves. So let's get the peppers that we want. So this is a nice one here. Some of these have some spots on them. I don't really want to put them in there. for the most part, they look pretty good. So we'll do those and maybe one ghost pepper. All right. But there they are, these little lava balls right here, little molten balls of lava. All right, let's get these washed up and cut up. All right, so I'm just gonna cut that top off. Come in here, get these seeds out. That's how you know it's hot. You just see that oil in there. It just looks like it's sweating. All that is capsaicin oil, which is what makes peppers hot. So we're gonna take out the seeds. I don't really want the seeds in there. All right, set that one aside and get one of our reapers here. See what that looks like on the inside. Oh yeah, that's hot. Guys, if you're messing with super hot peppers like this, you definitely want to wear gloves, all right? I've made the mistake of not wearing gloves on peppers that are a lot milder than this, and wish that I would have worn gloves. So I can definitely recommend wearing gloves when working with hot peppers. This other one, and I think that should be enough for our pot of strawberry jam. Should give us a nice little heat. We'll see. Hopefully we can tolerate it and it's not too hot. Alright, so we got that pretty finely chopped. I'm going to go ahead and add that in and get that mixed up. Get that in there. Mixed. The next thing is we're going to be bringing this to a hard boil. Alright. So we can get that turned on and let this boil.
Yeah.
So while you're getting this ready to boil, you want to go ahead and set aside all your sugar at once in one container. So whenever this is boiling, you can pour it all in at once and you're not fooling around with cups and measuring. But I have 5 cups of sugar right here. It does sound like a lot, but I've seen some recipes call for up to 7. And that just seems like too much. But anyhow, you want to make sure you use all the sugar, because otherwise your jam is not going to set up right and it'll just be kind of runny like a syrup. I mean, if that's what you're going for, cool, go for that as maybe like a pancake syrup topping, but I'm going for the jam, so I'm going for all the sugar. All right, so this is starting to come to a boil. All right, so with the thing when you're making jam is you don't want to just go with this little light boil. You want it to be like a violent boil. All right, it sounds crazy, but you really want it to be like a pretty intense boil before you put your sugar in. All right, this is all important whenever it comes to having your jam set up. All right, so we're at a pretty intense boil here. So again, you want to add all of your sugar at once. So you're gonna go ahead and get that all in here.
What the heck? It's a lot of sugar.
And then you're gonna start stirring that in immediately.
But I don't...
Hold on a second. All right, once you get this, you're gonna get it all stirred in really well. And then you want to let this boil for about 2 minutes or so once it comes back to a full boil. Starting to come back to a boil, we're going to go ahead and start our 2-minute timer, and we're going to let this boil for 2 minutes and stir it the entire time. And you want a big pot for this, by the way, because it's going to splash a little bit, so you want to make sure that you have a big pot.
Yeah!
Alright, so go ahead and take it off of the heat, turn your heat off, and then we're going to start immediately filling these hot jars and putting those in the water bath. Alright, so before you start doing this, try and skim off some of this foam. You don't have to get too crazy with it. But you get a little bit of it off. Fill these to about a 1/4 inch headspace. Alright. And as you fill them, you want to go ahead and start putting them back in here. All right. Before you put your lids on, you always want to wipe that rim to make sure you get a good seal. Place your lid on. Go ahead and do it finger tight. You don't want to get too crazy with the tightness, or you can bust the jars. So we don't want to do that. Alright, wipe that one. Carefully, we're working with hot jars here, guys. Alright, so we're going to get all these done up real quick. And while they're still hot, we're going to put them back into that water bath for 10 minutes. So while that's finishing up, I had a little bit extra that, let's see, I get a better light on that. Some extra that's still a little warm and everything. It'll set up a little bit. But I had some extra just to put in a little Tupperware for the refrigerator. And we're going to give that a try real quick since we are waiting. Alright, let's turn the camera around. Let's get a healthy little dose here on the cracker. Oh, the timer's going off. So let's try it real quick. It's really good. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's got some heat to it. Yep.
I'm gonna try it.
Immediate. It's not like the it's not like the peach jam that I made recently. This has actually got some pretty decent heat to it. Can you handle it?
I'm gonna have some, and I'm gonna see how I like it. I hate spice, except for coffee.
Pretty spicy?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a lot, Levi. It's actually really hot. You gonna try it? All right, go ahead. What do you think? You're gonna drip.
Water.
Is it hot? How hot is it, Levi?
Not that hot.
Eat the whole thing. Can you do it? What are you doing, Levi? What you got? Ice. You seem to be handling it pretty good though. Alright, so they're done. We're gonna start pulling these out of here and letting these sit on a towel.
For 100 seconds.
No, for 24 hours. We're just gonna let these sit, or 12 hours overnight. It's fine. Let them sit and cool down. You'll start to hear those clicks, the metallic clicks, and that's your lids sealing. So we ended up with 9 half pints total. These
are hot.
These are the little 4 ounce, so 2 of these, and then 9 of the other ones, 9 of the 8 ounce. So we ended up with 10 total. So you starting to hear them click already. Alright guys, well that's pretty much all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and check out some of the other videos we have. I've got other videos where I make pepper jam, and I've also have some hot sauce videos, cooking, gardening, all that kind of stuff. So a little bit of everything here. Just let everybody know that wherever you are, you can do things that you want to do. You don't have to have a big farm. You don't have to have this or that. You can get started today with what little you have. Just start where you're at and take small steps, and eventually you'll get where you want to be, right? But anyways, thanks for watching guys, and God bless.